Hello, and welcome to the first in a series of MBQuip abstraction training videos. In this video, I will demonstrate how to locate and navigate the CMS QualityNet site. The site location is qualitynet.cms.gov. And this site is available to everyone. You don't need a login, or you don't need a password or a username. It's just available to everyone. From this site, you can subscribe to CMS email updates, find the CMS hospital quality reporting specification manuals that you use for measure abstraction instructions, download the CMS abstracting and reporting tool, referred to more commonly as CART. And this site is where you can go to get the information on where you can get technical support. This site will also bring you to information on registering for a HARP account, and that's the first step needed for signing in to the CMS Hospital Quality Reporting application for submitting data. And I will show you where on this site you can do each of these things. So, to subscribe to email updates, you want to subscribe here, and all that consists of is your name and your email, and then go down this list and check the programs in which you want to get information on. Okay, these are the programs that that you use, or maybe you have interest in, but this is the only way CMS will send out information to you. They send out emails if you check them off here. And it's really important because otherwise you could miss like updates to manuals or new versions of CART. This is how CMS sends us information. So go down this list and then check off the ones where you have interest or the programs that you're using. For me, if I was, the person who submitted data and abstracted data for the hospital, I would want to know about the HARP account. Any changes to that? What's going on with that? I would want to know about QualityNet. Are they making upgrades? Are things going to be down? I would want to know about the CART tool if I was using that. Hey, is there a new version? I would want to know about if I was submitting data on outpatient measures, on inpatient measures. I would click off those two boxes. Again, scroll down and click on the ones where again, you're reporting data to or you have interest in. Click on the boxes and then just submit. Be aware that you will probably get more than one email on a topic. A lot of these programs will talk about the same information. If you're like me, I would rather get maybe more emails and then just delete them rather than miss an upgrade or a change. And I think at the bottom of every email, it might tell you how to unsubscribe. So you can always do that. But remember, this is the way CMS sends out information. So if we go back to the main page, this is where you will find information on the hospital reporting manuals, the specifications manuals. And I will use the outpatient as a demonstration here, but no, it would be the same way that you would find the inpatient, just over on this box. So the manuals tell you what are the current measures, instructions on how to determine which records to abstract, how to answer the data element questions. In this video, I'm only going to show you how to find the manuals. There's a subsequent video that will show you how to actually use the manuals and the different sections. But how to find the manuals? I'm going to find the outpatient manual by clicking on Hospital's Outpatient. Here is just general information about CMS's outpatient reporting program, but I want to find the manual, so I come over here to this right-hand side, and I'm going to click on View All Specifications Manuals. We have to agree to this disclaimer because the manual has some CPT coding data in it here. So to get any further, you've got to agree. So here are the different versions of the manuals. Excuse me. You want to make sure that you're using the version for the time frame you're entering data. Okay. At the time I'm doing this recording, Q4 2021 data is due. It's coming up due. So I would click on there and I would use the manual for the year of 2021. Okay. Always make sure you're using the manual, so it will have the instructions that should be used for the time frame that you're abstracting. Okay. So this is how you find the manuals. Instructions on what are the measures and how to abstract those measures. If we go back to the main page, here is where you'll find information on the cart tool. Okay, CMS, it's a tool that CMS provides for abstracting measure data. And again, I will just show you how to find it here. We'll talk about how to use the tool in a different video. I'm going to go under hospitals outpatient like I did before, but now I want to go under data management. And then I want the cart tool. Now here you'll see there are different versions. I'm going to click on all versions to show you here. This is a little bit different than for the instructional manual for abstraction. There you want to make sure you're on the time frame. For this cart tool, you always want to have the most current version before you abstract for a quarter. So I would always come over here and make sure I had the most current version before I abstracted. The way cart is set up, you have to have it when you're doing, you have to have this version when you're doing the abstraction for 2022, but it also allows you to abstract for prior years. Okay, it's compatible with other versions. That's what they call it. Right? So there's several different instructions. You want to find the instruction that pertains to you. If you already have cart, so you're just upgrading from an existing version, you use these instructions. If it's the initial installation of cart, the first time you're putting it on a computer, then you want to follow these instructions. And down at the bottom here is where you will find the online help guide. Okay. So it's instructions on how to first log into cart. It's a step-by-step method, how to set up your provider, how to set up users, how to enter patients. It's really important to do things in this step-by-step method because if you go out of order, you could lock yourself out of cart before you even were able to get in. So remember, down here on the bottom is the user's guide. If we scroll back up to the beginning, this is where from this site you can register for a HARP account. Okay. A HARP account is what's needed to be able to submit your data to CMS. Okay. So if you're brand new and don't have this HARP account and you're not even sure where to go, you can do the main page again of QualityNet under register, and here's the information on how to register for the HARP account. Okay. This will give you an explanation of what it is and then how to register. There's a user's guide, questions, a video. Okay. So those are the instructions. Once you get that HARP account, okay, there are instructions here, again, from the register site on how to become a hospital quality reporting user. How are you going to, you've got your HARP account, you want to log in now to get the screens to be able to submit data. So here, step by step, okay, log in here with your HARP account. If you don't have one, here will tell you how to find one, how to register, and then the steps to be able to set yourself up as a user and submit data. So everything can come from initially logging in to this QualityNet main page site and register. We go back to the main page and scroll down to the bottom. And there's a couple different ways you can find this by going under Help and QualityNet Support, or down at the very bottom, QualityNet Support, the QualityNet Service Center. And this is the resource you want to use if you're having technical issues. If you locked yourself out of CART or you can't remember your password. If you can't get into your HARP account. If you're having trouble submitting your data to hospital quality reporting. Those are the kind of issues that this site can help you with. Here's their email. Here's their phone number. Right? They cannot help you with abstraction questions. They can't really help you about anything around the measures, or how do I answer this data element question, or what's my population? How do I know which records to abstract? Those aren't the kind of things that this center can help you with. These are technical questions on the program. Let me just add that I would not wait until the last minute to be able to submit data, because if you run into a problem and you need help and you're contacting this service center the day that data is due, they might not be able to get to you. If a bunch of other people are having issues as well, maybe they won't get to your problem until after the due date. And once the due date has passed, it's passed. So it's best to always try to submit your data as not close to the due date, as early as you can submit. I know it's not always possible, but just be aware that if you need help, you might not always be able to get it before that due date. Right? So those are some of the main issues around, not issues, but some of the main sites that you want to use this main QualityNet page for. If you have any questions, you can contact your state flex coordinator. And if you aren't sure who that is, this site has a listing of all of the different state flex coordinators, or you can always contact me, Robin Carlson, and here's my number or my email. Thank you.